Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. I really appreciate you stopping by. This is the reason why I'm here, is because you are here. So thank you again. This is a collective reading and it is timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it is the right time for you to be getting this message. You've been asking for clarification or guidance or confirmation on something, and this is the answer, or one of the answers that you're going to be getting on that. Okay? So, welcome, welcome. Feel free to be comfortable in this space. This is a safe space for you. It is designed for you. If you feel so inclined to like and or subscribe to the video and the channel, that would be great. If you haven't already done so, I don't get any money from it. This will never be a monetized channel, but it does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find the channel as well. So we've been going through the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reid, and been very, very interesting. These are introspective cards. So these are cards that are helping us navigate our journey, as it were, with the map, with this enchanted map. And today's card is card number 25, which reduces down to a 7. So there's that 7 again. We just had another 7 recently as well. I remember that. But this is Metamorphosis. And obviously we've got a couple of things going on here. Swallowtail butterfly and flamingos. I'm getting very strong earth energy with the card colors, specifically the oranges and reds and pinks. Those are all base and sacral chakra, first and second chakra, which is perfect. That's where metamorphosis starts, right? Is with our foundation, our physical being first, and our sense of identity, who we think we are and who we think we are supposed to be in the world. Literally, literally our authentic life journey. And I did finally get that fourth section of the course for living your authentic life posted last night. So if you haven't caught that already, be sure to check that out, and the first 3 as well if you haven't already started. But we are all on our journeys to discover our authentic selves and live our most authentic lives. What many people don't realize is that's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to find things that fit them. So, you know, they get expensive cars or expensive houses or expensive jewelry and clothes, and they try to acquire things that make them feel authentic, without understanding that authenticity starts within, starts from the heart, right? So I wanted to mention a couple of things about the card as well. And what we always try to do before we go in the book and look at the reading from the book itself is get the messages and energy that are coming directly from the image on the card. We have asked for a message. We've asked for information from the universe, from our higher selves, our ancestors, and our spirit guides, God, whoever, however you want to define that. And this is the answer. This is the response. So we want to get whatever message is coming directly from the image as well. Flamingos and butterfly, we know butterflies represent transformation. They represent new beginnings. They represent beauty following non-beauty, right? The caterpillar and the moosh that they become inside of the chrysalis or the, you know, cocoon, whatever it is that they are building there. That transformation process is not pretty at all. And we're still trying to figure out exactly how their DNA tells their bodies to do that. Metamorphosis, it's an amazing, amazing thing. Flamingos are something completely different as well, and I want to touch briefly on those. But before we do that, I just want to look at the word metamorphosis. I've always been very interested in word origins and word origin meanings, and this is obviously a Greek. Meta, we know that word means big, usually, comes, actually the Greek word means beyond or to change. So when they're talking about like metals from non-human sources, they're talking about metals that are beyond or different from our metals here that we use. So that kind of thing. So that's what meta means. It means beyond or change. Morph comes from the Greek word of shape. Okay, so to change shape, and then the suffix osis comes from the Greek as well, and it means a state or a process. So this is a process. Keep that in mind. This is a process. That means it's ongoing. So for those of you that were thinking that at some point this is going to stop being an issue that you have to deal with, you're mistaken. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you are mistaken. The things that we are going through that are challenges for us, that continue to be things that come up over and over and over again, are not things that we're going to eventually get done and be done. They are for some reason in our soul contract before we arrived here, or in our DNA structure, or just in the way that the universe has been created by itself, by the universe itself. Our job is to handle whatever these challenges are. So it might be money. You might be someone who's not good at spending money wisely, and it may be something that comes up over and over and over again. You think you've got it kicked, you think you've got it taken care of, and here it comes back around in a different form in some time in the future. The whole process is ongoing. It doesn't stop. The other thing I wanted to look at was the flamingos themselves and the spiritual significance of flamingos specifically. I was curious, do they mate for life? Are they, do they have any kind of special significance like that? Because we've got this pair, and they look very much like, very similar to the masks that we saw in the reading from yesterday, right? The masks coming apart. That card that looks very much like this with the two flamingos here. So I was very curious to find out what it means. So this is a page that I found online. It's called subconsciousservant.com, and the symbolism of flamingos. The general meaning of a flamingo is one of beauty and gracefulness. It represents how we should live our lives with grace and beauty, especially in the face of adversity. They're graceful and beautiful because they can stand on one leg for long periods of time without falling over or getting tired. They also have a long neck, allowing it to reach food that other birds cannot. And these two characteristics make the flamingo an ideal symbol for those of us who wish to achieve balance in our lives, so that we can reach our goals without becoming tired or giving up along the way. In addition, the pink symbol also makes it appropriate when you want to have more joy and happiness in your life, because pink is a good color for that kind of thing as well. Okay. The other thing I found out was very interesting about flamingos is they have a very strong memory. They remember other flamingos that they liked spending time with. They have preferred mates. They are monogamous to a certain extent, but they will hold grudges, and they will not want to be with other flamingos who have like stolen their food or stolen their mate or, messed with their nests. Stuff like that, they remember. And so they choose their friends. I found that very, very fascinating, because we don't think of birds as being necessarily very smart or very intuitive, but the more we learn, the more we find out just how connected everything is on the planet, even things like flamingos. So I thought that was very interesting and wanted to share that with you guys. So here's the message that I'm getting from the card itself specifically. In this metamorphosis process, this is a process. It is ongoing. It is something you're being called to evaluate your environment, to metamorphose the things that need to be released from your life, things that are no longer serving you. This process of shedding skin, shedding the cocoon, acquiring the wings. There's only one way that you can get the wings, and that's to give up the caterpillar. It's the only way. You have to make that decision, and it's part of the metamorphosis process. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the reading says. For card number 25, Metamorphosis. You are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go is not easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin, or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born, you are required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you'll love what you become. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful reading. Wow, that's awesome. So just a quick note on losses, okay? Because losses are things we come up with this definition in particularly our Western cultures, our developed countries and our developed societies. We come into this idea that ownership, acquiring things, it makes us bigger, makes us fuller. And when we lose something that we have acquired or something that we've attached ourselves to, a partner or a job or a location, that when we need to release it because it is no longer serving us. We've outgrown the house, or it's outgrown us, the job, the partner, the lifestyle that you chose, whatever area of your life it is. We have been getting card after card after card after card about releasing what no longer serves us. It's not a loss. It's like saying, oh my gosh, this poor caterpillar, how sad that it had to die. How sad that it had to end its life. How miserable, how horrible that must have been. Do we look at that like that? No, of course not. We look at it and go, how amazing the butterfly is, how beautiful. Its wings are, how delicate. It flies through the air, how beneficial it is as it spreads pollen and helps to germinate plants that produce fruit, that produce seeds, that reproduce and make more of the plants for more seeds, for more animals. It's all part of the larger metamorphosis that our collective is going through. And a caterpillar that decides that it doesn't want to be a butterfly is really doing a whole bunch of things. It's harming itself. It's keeping the cycle from happening that it was its best life designed to be, So just be keeping an eye on things that no longer serve you. It may be clothing or a car, If you've lost something recently, or even someone, I am sorry for your loss. I really am. I know that it's painful. I know that it hurts. But it's like that butterfly, it's like that snake. It's very uncomfortable. It's itchy. It's not fun. But part of the trick is remembering that there's something on the other side of that. There's something on the other side of the process. You are becoming this most amazing creature. You're going to be totally just blowing everybody away. You blow me away already. You are amazing. You have no idea what you are capable of, what is in store for you if you allow yourself to be who you are really meant to be. And the process in doing that is spending time alone with yourself, in meditation, in quiet spaces, in prayer, asking, what do I need to let go? What needs to get out of the way so that something better can come in? Remember, nature abhors a vacuum, so if you're going to lose something, that means something else is going to come in to replace it. And it's going to be so much better, so much more amazing. And it's going to suit and fit you so much better than that old skin, than that old caterpillarness. Okay? So that's the reading for the day. Be brave. I know it's not comfortable, but it is so worth it on the other side. On the other side of your fear is what you've been dreaming of all along. So step outside. It's a beautiful day. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.